Hi everyone, welcome to Bedtime Stories for the first Friday in October. Tonight we have two books about cats, Stretchy McHandsome and Negative Cat. Stretchy McHandsome by Judy Schachner, who also wrote the Skippy John Jones books. Stretchy McHandsome. The McHandsome clan was lively and large. They lived in a box with no one in charge. There was Fergus, McDougal, Benny and Roy, Rue, Jamie, Callie, and Joy. And then there was Stretchy, the butterscotch boy. Isn't he so cute? Oh my goodness. Now Stretchy was different in more ways than one. The what? The snaky, the drop and plop, the dudette, the tube sock, the Mr. Twister. He was stretchy and handsome, a soft bundle of fun. He was Tom of the Tumble Club, Lord of the Fleas, cuckoo on catnip, a hugger of trees. One eye was blue, the other was green, and around his dear neck hung a stinky sardine. But it wasn't always easy to be the baby of a brood of rough, tough, feral puffs, cantankerous and rude. There were many disagreements over food and where to sleep, and Stretchy always landed at the bottom of the heap. So was it any wonder that Stretchy hatched a plan to take a small vacation from the wild McHandsome clan? His brothers and his sisters all agreed that he should go, and gave him a good licking from his head down to his toe. Then after a tasty breakfast of fishy bones and rocks, our butterscotch boy sprang out of the family box. The first thing he did, which to some could be frightening, was dash down the street like butterscotch lightning. He jumped into a fountain, splashed round and round, scratched 200 stretchy marks all over town. The freewheeling kitty made a stop at the zoo for an ear-splitting roar from a cousin or two. But the tigers thought Stretchy smelled just like dessert, so the butterscotch boy hid under a skirt. Sorry. Until, that is, he spotted a mouse, which he chased down a path and into a house. Whoop. Where a hungry old woman, most pleased with her guest, attempted to eat the sardine on his chest. Oh, golly. Stretchy escaped with his tail all akimbo to soak up the sun in an old bookstore window. On the sidewalk outside, all squeezed in betweeny, stood a lass named McBride, a real sweet human beanie. She had unusual looks, wore the ears of a kitten, and around her wee neck hung a wild, woolly mitten. When Beanie saw Stretchy, it was love at first sight. She raced into the store and squeezed the cat tight. Ouch! She ruffled his whiskers and butterscotch fur. He replied with a nip, a lick, and a purr. In a matter of minutes, the pair were both smitten. They traded two things, his sardine for her mitten. And then what came next was so utterly fetching. Without breathing a word, they both began stretching. At the very same time, back at the box, McDougal found Stretchy's collection of rocks. It made them all wonder where Stretchy was at, 'cause it's scary out there for a wandering cat. Then every McHandsome handsomely hissed as they set off in search of the brother they missed. Fergus found a tiny poop. Callie met the cousins. Benny spied a stretchy mark. Rue discovered dozens. McDougal met a tired mouse. Jamie made a wish when Roy and Joy picked up the scent of a very stinky fish. A tiny bit later, a girl and a cat were riding a seesaw and having a chat, while 2 streets away 8 noses were seen sniffing the air for a stinky sardine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. By late afternoon, the girl and her kitten had fallen asleep with a fish and a mitten, but when they woke up from taking their nap, Beanie McBright had 9 cats on her lap. There was Fergus, McDougal, Benny and Roy, Rue, Jamie, Callie, and Joy. And don't forget Stretchy, the butterscotch boy. Now the McHandsome clan was still lively and large when they all took a vote to put Beanie in charge. So the brothers and sisters did something quite hard. They lugged their old box into Beanie's backyard. Now here is the kicker, so don't flip your lids, because Beanie McBright was just one of 9 kids. There was Jordy, Tiny, Coco and Earl, Quentin, Finny, Pickles and Pearl, and don't forget Beanie, Stretchy's wild, woolly girl. The end. All right, we're going to read another story about a cat that finds his human. Negative Cat by Sophie Blackall. Oh, there's some fun cat drawings. And a mouse. On day 427 of asking for a cat. Cat, 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 meow. Milk, cat. Please. Okay. My parents finally gave in. You have to feed it and clean out the litter. Also keep your room tidy and write to your grandma and read for 20 minutes every day. It better not have fleas. Ugh, I'm not so great at reading. Words only make sense when I read them out loud slowly and the kids at school stare and laugh at me. But I agreed to the rules before my parents changed their minds. I'm getting a cat. I'm getting a cat. I'm getting a cat. There are a million cats at the rescue shelter, and I want to take them all home, but Mom says only one. Oh, look at them. They're so precious. Then I find him. The name on the cage is Pookie, but that is no name for this cat. This cat is Maximilian Augustus Xavier, and we will call him Max. When we get home, I am excited to show Max his bed and his scratching post and his litter tray and his scent of the sea frisky bits. He is not excited. The next day I surprise Max with a toy mouse. He is not surprised. I tickle him with a feather. He is not ticklish. I tell him all my best jokes. He doesn't even smile. At school, my friends go on about how excellent their cats are. Camilla can wear her cat like a scarf. Jack's cat can fetch a stick. Emilio's cat has its own Instagram. My cat stares at the wall. He's kind of negative, your cat. On the weekend, Dad lets Max have the best parts of the paper. Uncle Dave knits him a sweater. Mom lets him borrow her shoes. In return, Max leaves hairballs on the rug, his tail in the butter, and poop in the vestibule. He eats the flowers and deletes the email to my grandma. Oh, Max. Everyone is mad at Max. He doesn't even purr. I'm calling a shelter. We should have gotten a dog. And now they're mad at me. Your room is a mess. He hasn't been reading. Have you even written to Grandma? I still love you, Max. When the lady from the shelter comes, Max and I hide in my room. The grown-ups talk on and on. Blah, blah, blah. Commitment. Blah, blah, blah. Responsibility. Blah, blah, blah. Negative. I have an idea. It is our only hope. I tidy my room in record time. I reach for a book. I take a deep breath. I begin to read slowly, out loud, the only way I know how. Max stares, but he doesn't laugh. I turn the page. Max inches closer and closer and closer. He tucks his head under my arm. I stay perfectly still and read and read. Right to the very end of the book. Peeking in the window, look. Who's over there at the door? The lady from the shelter says Max and I should come and read to all the cats to cheer them up. So we do. Now my whole class comes every Tuesday and we all read out loud, fast or slow, however we like. The cats are happy, the lady at the shelter is happy, and the parents are happy. Sort of. Can we please get a cat? 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 The end. I hope you enjoyed our 2 cat stories tonight. And if you have a cat, go give it a snuggle. Have a great night, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.